by suicide while at a Columbia Children's Home is now suing that children's home and the state's Department of Social Services, arguing warning signs were ignored that could have prevented her death. Mary Hill was placed in DSS custody in February of 2022. Shortly thereafter, DSS placed her at the Epworth Children's Home. Her suicide in April of 2023, the new lawsuit alleges the direct result of the negligence of both the agency and Epworth. Our Nick Neville has more after speaking with Hill's parents and their attorneys.
Amari's parents telling me the last year has been a nightmare, desperately searching for answers after their daughter's death, a death their attorneys say was entirely preventable. DSS and the children's home, they argue in the complaint, didn't properly assess her mental health needs as there were concerns from the moment that she was transferred to that facility, they say. Amari Hill had her entire life ahead of her. A precious, positive, gifted, and innocent girl, her parents say. But all that promise vanished when on April 30th of last year, she was found in her room at the Epworth Children's Home alone, dead by suicide.
She wasn't supposed to die.
To be honest, I doubt if I'll ever hear from this.
Now, the family's suing Epworth and the South Carolina Department of Social Services, which placed her there, alleging they failed to adequately assess Amari's mental health needs, failed to supervise her, and didn't follow up as they should have.
They're supposed to be there for the kids and family, but they didn't protect my daughter like they supposed to.
Prior to Amari's placement at the facility, the lawsuit says DSS employees acknowledged her mental health issues and possible suicidal thoughts in emails. Once there, the warning signs continued to mount, the lawsuit alleges. With Amari the victim of repeated bullying, and at one point she pens a heartbreaking letter in her diary, quote, stating she felt useless.
The Department of Social Services, these children's homes, they warehouse these kids without truly appreciating and understanding their mental health needs.
These concerns, the lawsuit says, did lead to one session of counseling.
But sending a 12 or 13-year-old girl to a one-time therapist and then sending her back in the same environment that's creating the suicidal ideations is horrible.
Amari's parents steadfast in their pursuit of accountability.
They need to be held accountable. So therefore, no other parent should have to go through this.
I'm claiming it. We will get justice.
If Epworth couldn't adequately treat her mental health needs, the lawsuit argues that they shouldn't have accepted her in the first place, and DSS should have removed her once those concerns came more closely into focus during her time at the facility, the complaint says. In the newsroom, Nick Neville, WIS News 10.
A DSS spokesperson says the agency does not comment on pending litigation. When reached by WIS, an Epworth administrator declined to comment as well. Stay with us. We'll have more news and weather after the break.